10 things you didn't know about Senegal. Hello, explorers. We welcome you to another exciting video on this blog where we explore Africa. This time we shall be showing you 10 things you didn't know about Senegal. Before we dive there, let's have a quick look about Senegal. If you're new here, welcome and remember to subscribe so you stay updated with our daily uploads. Senegal, officially the Republic of Senegal, is a country in the western part of Africa. Its capital and economic city is Dakar. It has a population of about 16.74 million people, spread across 75,951 meters square, with handful of Muslim. However, located at the westernmost point of the continent and served by multiple air and maritime travel routes, Senegal is known as the gateway to Africa. The country lies at an ecological boundary where semi-arid grassland, ocean front, and tropical rainforests converge. This diverse environment has endowed Senegal with a wide variety of plant and animal life. It is from this rich natural heritage that the country's national symbols were chosen, the baobab tree and the lion. Moreover, almost 2/5 of Senegal's people are Wolof, members of a highly stratified society whose traditional structure includes hereditary nobility and a class of musicians and storytellers called griots. Contemporary Senegalese culture, especially its music and other arts, draw largely on Wolof sources, but the influences of other Senegalese groups, among them the Fulani, the Serer, the Diola, and the Malinke, are also evident. Wolof predominate in matters of state and commerce as well, and this dominance has fueled ethnic tension over time as less powerful groups vie for parity with the Wolof majority. The people of this country are accessible and friendly as they express themselves in the French language. Whether you want to mingle with the trendsetters of urban Africa or be alone with your thoughts and the sounds of nature, you'll find your place in Senegal. To begin, we have number 1. There are 7 Unesco sites in Senegal. You cannot visit Senegal without visiting areas of cultural and natural significance. The country has 7 unrecognized landmarks made of nature filled with beauty and attraction. The country provides visitors the chance to immerse themselves in a natural paradise and experience traditional Senegalese culture. In addition to being the home of the Niokolo-Koba National Reserve, this is a place where people of Senegalese descent reconnect with their forgotten history. If you want to disconnect yourself with technology and connect yourself with nature, there are cliffs that overlook the Kédougou region and a waterfall that's over 100 feet high. The Gory Island, which is one of the most visited sites, is a place where prominent figures like Nelson Mandela have visited to pay their respect and urge the universal community not to repeat humanity's mistake. Number 2. An annual pilgrimage for West Africa. The sight of 1 million Muslims on pilgrimage usually brings to mind images of the Saudi holy city of Mecca, where the annual Hajj brings followers of Islam together from around the world. Over 1 million people are thought to travel annually to Senegal for a pilgrimage to venerate the mysterious 19th century Sufi religious leader who was exiled by French colonial authorities and is spoken of in saintly terms by his followers. The Grand Magal of Toubas, as it is known in the local Wolof language, is one of the biggest religious events in Islam, and it takes place in Touba, Senegal's second most popular city. It celebrates the life and teachings of Ahmadou Bamba, the founder of the Mouride Brotherhood, a major sect within Sufi Islam. Leading up to the event, major cities will host week-long festivals filled with food and praying. Number 3. Although the country is 93% Muslim, Senegal's first president was Catholic. Renowned poet Léopold Sédar Senghor made the call for independence starting in 1959. He believed in federalism and rallied to form the Federal Assembly of West Africa after France left the region. Despite the low success of the assembly, Senghor later became the first president of Senegal. Senghor was president from 1960 to 1980. His idea to have a museum dedicated to Black history was made true in December of 2018. Senghor was the first African elected as a member of the Académie Française and is regarded by many as one of the most important African intellectuals of the 20th century. Number 4. Senegal is a stable and democratic country. Senegal is one of the few African states that has never experienced a coup d'etat or exceptionally harsh authoritarianism. Léopold Senghor, the first president after independence, resigned in 1981, handing over the office of president to his prime minister, Abdou Diouf. The current president, Macky Sall, was elected in competitive democratic elections in March 2012. Senegal has a reputation for transparency in government operations. The level of economic corruption that has damaged the development of the economies in other parts of the world is very low. Today, Senegal has a democratic political culture, being part of one of the most successful democratic transitions in Africa. Senegal maintains a level of peace with its citizens and international allies, making the country one of the safest to visit in Africa. The government has never faced an attempt at a military takeover in its history as a nation. On the global stage, Senegal remains neutral when it comes to picking sides and has never participated in any wars with neighboring countries. Number 5. Senegal has the African Renaissance Monument. The African Renaissance Monument is a 52-meter tall copper statue located on top of one of the twin hills known as Colline de Mamel outside Dakar in Senegal. Built overlooking the Atlantic Ocean in the Ouakam suburb, the statue was designed by the Senegalese architect Pierre Goudiaby after an idea presented by President Abdoulaye Wade, who said, "It brings to life our common destiny. Africa has arrived in the 21st century standing tall and more ready than ever to take its destiny into its hands." It was built by a company from North Korea. The site preparation on top of the 100-meter high hill began in 2006, and construction of the bronze statue began in 2008 and was officially completed in 2010. It is the tallest statue in Africa. President Bingu said, "The monument does not belong to Senegal. It belongs to the African people wherever we are." In other words, it is a symbol for unity in Africa. Number 6. Senegal and Gambia became one. It is amazing to know that Senegal and Gambia once became one, and it was called officially the Senegambia Confederation. It was a loose confederation in the late 20th century between the West African countries of Senegal and its neighbor Gambia, which is almost completely surrounded by Senegal. The confederation was founded on 1st February 1982, following an agreement between the two countries signed on 12 December 1981. This confederation was intended to promote cooperation between the two countries, but was dissolved by Senegal on 30th September 1989, after the Gambia refused to move closer toward union. Number 7. The House of Slaves. The House of Slaves and its Door of No Return is a museum and memorial to the Atlantic slave trade on Gory Island, 3 kilometers off the coast of the city of Dakar in Senegal. Its museum, which was opened in 1962 and curated until Boubacar Joseph Ndiaye's death in 2009, is set to memorialize the final exit point of slaves from Africa. While historians differ on how many African slaves were actually held in this building, as well as the relative importance of Gory Island as a point of Atlantic slave trade, visitors from Africa, Europe, and America continue to make it an important place to remember the human toll of African slavery. Unfortunately, Senegal was one of the main locations for the West African slave trade. To see the remnants of the past, take a visit to the beautiful Gory Island. It's a popular pilgrimage spot for people of the African diaspora. Number 8. Point des Almadies, westernmost point of mainland Africa. Travelers challenge Point des Almadies. Very near the modern airport in Dakar, capital of Senegal, you can find this cape, a place that marks the end of the African mainland on its western side. The rocky promontory ends in sandy areas and has a major seaport. Going along the peninsula to the south and then to the east, in front of the coast, you find the island of Gory, declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1978. Around the area, you can try local seafood on Restaurant Row and shop at an artisanal village. Nearby, you can head to Mamel's Lighthouse for a tour of the building and see Dakar from a high elevation. Number 9. The two biggest exports from Senegal are peanuts and fish. Predominantly rural and with limited natural resources, the economy of Senegal gains most of its foreign exchange from fish and groundnuts. As one of the dominant parts of the economy, the agricultural sector of Senegal is highly vulnerable to environmental conditions, such as variations in rainfall and climate change, and changes in world commodity prices. The bulk of Senegal's labor involves peanut farming and fishing. Peanut production accounts for 40% of cultivated land in Senegal, and at one point, farmers produced over 1 million tons of unprocessed peanuts in 1 year. Senegal's location along the Atlantic coast has made fishing a common practice for locals. Senegal is a net food importer, particularly for rice, which represents almost 75% of cereal imports. Peanuts, sugarcane, and cotton are important cash crops, and a wide variety of fruits and vegetables are grown for local and export markets. Modest fishing towns have arisen due to this popular activity, and many fishermen take pride in their elaborate fishing boats. Number 10. It inspired the world's most grueling car race. Some would argue that racing around a smooth track for a couple of hours is child's play compared to world's most grueling endurance races. These events take racing to the extreme, with drivers covering huge distances on tricky terrain in cars that aren't always up to the task. But just how far is very far when it comes to long-distance motorsport? To find out, we are taking a look at some of the world's longest car races, from around the world in 80 Days Rally to Italy's famous Mile Miglia. Conceived in 1979, the Paris-Dakar Rally was regarded as the toughest race on the planet, a test of man and machine. The rally cuts a treacherous path through some of the most dangerous terrain on Earth, including Sahara Desert. However, it was the threat of terrorism in the Sahel that saw the competition move to South America in 2009. Thanks for watching this video. If you want us to cover any country of your choice, leave a suggestion in the comments and we will do well to grant your request. Also, if you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends.